Hey guys, welcome to Comic Basic Lists, where we try to unravel everything we know about comic books in 10 minutes or less. Today's list, the 10 most ridiculously expensive comic book transactions in history. Before we begin, I'm going to ask you two things. First, I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right below this video. That way you'll be sure never to miss a video and it helps this channel grow. Second, I need you to check out a website for me. I need you to go to www.comicsforcause.com. The link is in the description. Comics for Cause is a global initiative started by us here at Comic Basics that gives children all over the world a chance to escape their own realities through the medium of comic books. I strongly encourage you to check out the website, and if you can, help us. I don't know what's more rare, seeing a high-end copy of one of these books or any one of them actually going up for sale. The books on this list are like a total solar eclipse in that they only appear every now and then. When they do, however, collectors jump at the chance to drop thousands and even millions of dollars. Some books are so rare that they haven't exchanged hands in near-mint condition in a generation. While this list holds very few surprises as to which books make a cut, you will be surprised by exactly how much they've sold for. Here are the 10 most ridiculously expensive comic book transactions in history. Marvel Comics, number 1. When you factor in that this book is the first appearance of Namor the Submariner, the Human Torch, and is the first book published by what would become Marvel Comics, it's a no-brainer that it sold for a ton of money. What makes this book so impressive is that it's only graded a 9.0. Yes, a book of this age at 9.0 is impressive, but understand, if it was a 9.2, it could probably fetch over $550,000. This book, if in a higher grade, may have very well been the most expensive book on this list. Alas, it's not, and that's okay. Tales of Suspense 39. When Marvel Studios launched the first Iron Man movie back in 2008, it was loosely based on this book. Since that movie came out, everything Iron Man has become hotter than a summer day in the desert. Unlike other books on this list, it may not be worth what it's perceived to be. After all, before the launch of the incredibly successful MCU, Iron Man was nothing more than a B-list character. Until that time comes, $375,000 is nothing to shake a stick at. All-Star Comics number 8. What do you get when you release a comic book that contains the first appearance of one of the most beloved heroes of all time? $411,000, that's what. All-Star Comics number 8 houses the very first appearance of Wonder Woman, and because of that, it makes the list. Look, Gal Gadot, like Linda Carter before her, is this generation's Wonder Woman. Her performance, demeanor, and look is spot on. Unlike some of the other books and characters on this list that have increased due to the current state of the comic book popularity, Wonder Woman is and forever will be timeless. When the comic movie ride is over, Wonder Woman and her value will still stand tall. Flash number 1. At the time of its sale, this book was the second largest sale ever. Don't read too much into that, however. When it was sold, the highest sale in history occurred just a single month earlier, and it was surpassed twice later in that year. Hailing from the same collection as many other high-end Golden Age books, Flash number 1 garnered a lot of attention when it hit the market. Investors and collectors alike flocked to get a piece of comic book history. The book boasts the first appearance of both the Flash and Hawkman, and is one of the rarest books in existence. X-Men number 1. What's the difference between X-Men number 1 graded 9.6 and that same book graded 9.8? About $250,000. It's absolutely amazing how much a slight corner ding, a staple bend, or a stress mark can affect the value of a book. When this 9.8 copy of X-Men number 1 was sold, it became the highest sale for this book of all time. More impressively, at 9.8, it will be the only book graded that high on this list. Superman number 1. The first of 2 Superman appearances on this list, Superman number 1 is deserving to be here. Not only is he arguably the most recognizable character in comics, my trip to Ethiopia with our sister company Comics for Cause confirmed this, he is, well, Superman. In 2017, Superman sold for a whopping $507,500. What makes this so remarkable is that this isn't even the first appearance of the character. Of course, having the first issue of a character as iconic as Superman is something to brag about, and I can't say as though I'd turn it down if I ever had the chance. Batman number 1. The product of a frenzied bidding war, Batman number 1 graded 9.2 joined the upper echelon of comic book sales when it climbed to just over 500,000. This book, as you probably are aware, boasts the first appearance of the Joker, Catwoman, formerly the Cat, and Hugo Strange. If that doesn't impress you, know that this one almost never goes for sale. This is the kind of book that gets left in a will, and a benefactor of that will spends their entire existence dreaming of the day it will be theirs. Detective Comics number 27. The best part about this copy is that it has only been graded 8.0. That same collection that boasts that Flash number 1 from earlier has this book in it. in a higher 8.5 grade. Unfortunately for us, and not so unfortunate for its owner, the book has not been sold since 1994. In 1994, that 8.5 sold for, and I use this jokingly, a paltry $125,000. Imagine if it were to hit the market today. I'm thinking 1.5 million? The most surprising thing is that there are known copies of both 9.0 and 9.2. What's incredible is if that 9.2 were to hit the market, it would probably be the most expensive book in history. Amazing Fantasy 15. At the time of the sale of this book, which by the way is graded 9.6, the record sale of a Silver Age book was just under 300,000. For this to sell above $1 million is startling. Granted, this is the first appearance of Spider-Man, but still, $1 million? Now that Spider-Man is firmly back home at Marvel, this one is as sure to jump in price as a LeBron James apparel deal. Action Comics #1. Was there any doubt? Considered the holy grail of comic books, Action Comics #1 is the first appearance of Superman. Not only is one sold in 2014 the top-selling book of all time, there are others like it. First, there is another graded 9.0 copy in existence, and it sold for $2.16 million just 3 years earlier. And second, apparently a church collection, the same one that the mentioned Flash #1 is a part of, exists. The owner won't get it graded, but rumor has it would come in at an incredible 9.2. What makes this sale so impressive is that aside from the one that sold for $2.16 million, there are 4 other copies of Action Comics #1 that have raked in $1 million or more. And there you go, the top selling most expensive comic books of all time. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you are one of those people with a copy of any of these and wish to donate them to me, by all means, please do. As always, I'm going to ask you 3 things before you go. First, if you liked the video, hit that subscribe button. It really helps this channel grow. Second, if you really liked it, give the video a share and let someone else like it too. Third, I'm going to ask you to check out 2 websites. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I need you to go check out Comics for Cause at www.comicsforcause.com. The link is in the description. Comics for Cause is a global initiative created by my brother and I here at Comic Basics that sees the distribution of comic books all over the world to children who need them most. Check out the website, and if you can, I encourage you to help us. Second, I need you to check out Comic Basics, of course. Comic Basics is the parent company to this YouTube channel, and it has more information than we can cram into any of these videos. You can find it at www.comicbasics.com. The link is also in the description. Thanks guys, and we will catch you next time.